It's not our differences that divide us. It's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Hello, everyone. My name is Akshara Rajesh, and I'm 9 years old. And as of today, I will be talking about, well, you'll see. A few questions before I start. To all the kids and teens here, I'm curious to know if you've heard any of these before. You wouldn't understand, you're too young. You're just a kid, wait till you're older. At your age, you should be more mature. You're too young for this, but wait, sometimes you're too old for that? I'm confused. Now to all the adults here, have you heard these? We need fresh, young perspectives. You have too much experience for this entry-level position. We are looking for someone with more energy and enthusiasm. Oh, we're so sorry, but this is just for kids and teens. You aren't allowed here. And it doesn't stop here. To people in their 50s and above, you must be out of touch with life these days. Are you positive you can do this at your age? You're not tech savvy, so I don't think you can get it. All of these comments are mean. They put people down and they criticize a person and place restrictions on them. And all of these comments can happen in communities like at home, school, work, etc. There's just one thing in common with all these questions. They are all acts of ageism. Ageism, or discrimination against age, is, in my opinion, one of the most undervalued type of inequality. And if you ask me, I would say it's the circle of life. For example, kids. Kids are treated differently because of age at school and home by adults. Adults will be criticized by older people. And the older people, they'll get joked around by even kids, saying, you don't know the current trends. That is kind of true. Like, how many of you have heard ROFL or TBH, or at least know the meaning of WDYM? Even when I took this topic, many people told me, discrimination is such a huge topic for your age. Don't you think that picking something more simple or asking your parents is a better choice of action? That's when I decided I am doing this no matter what. Ageism is like a silent undercurrent, affecting people in ways society can't even notice. In short, it is stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination based on age. And people really don't care how smart you are, how hardworking you can be, or how much you know about the world, because at the end of the day, it's all about age. But what we don't realize is that age is just a number. It can happen everywhere and anywhere to anyone. But I'd like to focus on discrimination against a kid's age. That can happen between kids and their parents, kids and teachers, etc. And it even happened to me recently. I tried out for a kids lit quiz, but they wouldn't let me in because I was below 10. Do you think that's a valid reason for not letting somebody participate in something? And I felt really mad because I wanted to do one, but I couldn't because I'm 9. And I think it blocked my inner growth because I didn't learn anything new about books or literature. I didn't get exposed to anything or learn something from my mistakes. I think kids of all age groups should be allowed to participate in these competitive competitions because one's age doesn't affect them. Like, if today was May 25th and tomorrow was my birthday, which is May 26th, then doesn't mean on May 27th, the day after my birthday, I will suddenly get brand new knowledge of the world because I'm 10 years old? No, I don't think so. Let me tell you some hypothetical examples of ageism. A kid isn't allowed to do a math Olympiad because they only allow 10 and above for it, or kids in a certain school aren't permitted to take part in a competition because they only allow secondary for it. This isn't good for the children's academic or mental growth because it's placing restrictions on what they can do. When you tell a kid like me, you can't do this, it's for 13 and above, or something like that, we don't do it. Because it's our second nature to listen to those older than us, and that limits growth because we don't try new things. And it makes kids sad or angry And if you're over encouraging a kid and saying they can do that, they're older, you will make them anxious. That causes mental health problems. Maybe they can't concentrate, or they put themselves down, or worse, they start doing too many things, and when they juggle many things at once, guess what happens? All the balls start crashing down. I think kids of all age groups should be allowed to participate in competitions, sports, speeches, and things that people might place age-related restrictions on. And, like I mentioned growth before, here's the definition. Limiting growth is an example of de-skilling. It's where someone is pushed down, underestimated, or underappreciated. It affects their emotions, communication, knowledge, and even their short-term memories. Knowledge about the world is earned, not given as you age. You're the only factor that affects your own knowledge. No one else, nothing else, and certainly not your age. Now, audience, take a few seconds to think about you yourself. Have you experienced ageism? For being an adult, an old person, or a kid? I bet that at least once in your life you have, even if it's indirectly. Just think about it. If you want to stop ageism, you should always think before you speak, so you don't accidentally make an ageist comment. And if you see anyone or if you yourself are getting discriminated against because of your age, take a stand for others and yourself and spread awareness. In fact, regarding awareness, every year on the 7th of October is Ageism Awareness Day. It's when we challenge the way ageism negatively impacts communities and spread caution. This year's Ageism Awareness Day's theme is See and Be Seen. Beautiful, isn't it? To see people suffering because of their age and be seen and be proud of your age. Every age is needed, and no one should be hurt because of their age. It's not fair or right. Ageism Unveiled, the silent battle against equality, is a call to action. It's an invitation to question what's wrong, challenge the assumptions killing our world, and build a clean, happy, safe, and peaceful world where we are all equal, regardless of the chapters we have been through. Thank you.